Hey, what's up, guys? I want to go over the idea of practice and training a little more. It's something that Brett Steenbarger talks a lot about in his books. How really trading is a skill set that must be developed through deliberate practice. And it's interesting because trading is something where you can jump straight in and compete against the pros, compete against the best in the world. You know, the market is available for anybody with a very minimal amount of money to open up an account and start trading with the big dogs. And it's interesting because I think that's what messes a lot of people up. In other endeavours, whether sports or music, you can't just read a book about playing the saxophone and then go and play with the best musicians in the world. You can't, watch a video on how to ride a dirt bike and then go ride with the best supercross riders in the world. You can't do that. You have to put in the time. And it's interesting because, like I said, trading, you can just jump straight in there and compete against the best of the best. So it really comes back to you have to be, accountable. We have to take responsibility, and you have to construct a sort of a practice regime. And Brett Steenbarger talks a lot about visualization, back testing, measuring different things like that. And I think the biggest one is just having a very clear setup, using some sort of software, going back in history of price action and just reviewing or just measuring that trade over and over again. And what mistake I was making in the past was I was going back, and so I was back testing what I thought was one specific trading strategy, but it was actually 3 different trading strategies. I didn't narrow it down enough. So I was kind of getting results, but they weren't clear, and I wasn't measuring enough, I wasn't being consistent enough, and it wasn't really as productive as I thought it was. But now that I've refined exactly what I'm looking for, so for example, right now I'm concentrating on a higher low or lower high with the trend on a 1 hour or 4 hour chart. Since I'm focusing on that, narrowing the parameters down, has it retraced to a Fibonacci level? Has it retraced up to create resistance at previous support? Is there stochastic divergence? All these very specific criteria that I'm checking to see if it follows, and just analysing that one trade over and over and over again. I'm finding that it's really improving my trading a lot more. The clarity of that is improving my trading so much more than what I was doing before, which was half-assed, going through a few different trading strategies and not consistently doing it. And so practice is key, because you have the illusion of just being able to jump in there and trade. But if you actually want to step up and be consistent, you have to practice, you have to develop that skill set of trading. Because trading is just a skill, and you must develop that through diligent practice. Definitely check out Brett Steenbarger's books. He gives a lot of advice on different strategies of testing and just different ways of practicing, different visualization methods and journaling, things like that. So hope that helps. Cool.